Well, it was the beginning of 2006, and after having a conversation with some cancer patients and some specialist nurses and consultants at York Hospital, that we began to realise that there could possibly be a gap in a service. And one of the most difficult things that people have to deal with is getting over to Leeds to go for their radiotherapy treatments. All people who have to go for radiotherapy from York have to go over to Leeds. So it was decided that York Against Cancer should buy a minibus. And the service we provide is a free minibus service, a daily service from York over to St James's Hospital in Leeds, where we take people over and then we bring them back. And what we try to do is we try to make their day as stress-free and as short as possible.
It was in the hospital itself. There's a couple of little areas that ran by Macmillan and that kind of thing, and there was leaflets, and it was through the leaflets I contacted Carol at the centre, and then she arranged everything. It's been fantastic.
Coming the first time, got me appointments, took it all back to Carol, and she arranged that we all went at dinner times, and all I can say is they've been very, very good.
York Against Cancer are very lucky to have two fantastic minibus drivers. They very quickly become friends to the passengers. As you can imagine, it's a very stressful time for someone who's been told that they've got to go over to Leeds for treatment, and it's just nice to be met each morning by a smiling minibus driver. The service would not be as successful without our drivers. They just make the service fantastic for the patients.
I can honestly say that when I come to work in the morning, depending on what time I've got to start to pick my first patient or client up, I really enjoy it.
I'm not paid to say this, but both drivers are absolutely fantastic. The two that I've met anyway. They know other stuff. I think both of them have had some cancer experience, maybe not personally, but they know people and they know everyone in here as well. And it is a very personal service. It's top drawer. It really is top drawer.
I found when my wife had cancer, people were coming to me and saying, "Do I want help? Give me a shout, Dave, if you need help." And I found that great.
George is, as I say, the cheeky one. He's the cheeky one, yeah. But yes, very, very friendly. Talk to you about anything and everything.
Now I've had a good time so far. We've had nice people to travel with and I've enjoyed it.
Yes, the atmospheres and the people are fantastic.
To me, I think it makes a lot of difference because the idea is we all help each other. I mean, we've got people in here that are worse than others, but everybody's been good in that sense. We've all helped each other along. Which makes a big difference, especially when you're wanting to get on and when you don't know what you're facing really. Because I didn't know what I was facing when I came here, and it's been good as this. I'll say it's been very, very good indeed.
Yeah, it's a good laugh. And everyone respects people's privacy and their space. You know, and there's time and a place to ask kind of personal questions, and you can tell when people are just wanting to be left alone and that kind of thing. But generally, it's a laugh. It's a good laugh.
Sometimes you tend to forget they are poorly, and so you can have a joke and you think, well, should I be saying that? You know.
When somebody does start and they want to use our minibus service, if we've got spaces on the minibus, we will try and accommodate a companion. Again, this does help if somebody's very worried and stressed, especially at the beginning of the treatments.
Yes, that's good. Yes, they don't mind if you bring your friend or your relative, like I take my daughter. And, I just come, have my treatment because I'm with friends anyway, on the bus, what our classes, friends now. I think it's brilliant. Brilliant. I mean, I don't know what I'd done without it, to be quite honest.
What we want to do is we want to make their day as short and as stress-free as possible. So in doing that, we want to get everybody's times as close together as we can. So with the patient's permission, we give St James's Hospital a ring and we ask them if we can just change people's appointments slightly. If somebody was to travel on public transport, it might take all day. Well, we can cut that time down. Not only the time, but the stress levels down, which obviously helps with the day-to-day well-being.
It may sound silly this about driving, but it does make a big difference. Because I wouldn't want to drive from York to Leeds and back.
And even Sharon says, I just can't get over it, ma'am. How have they looked after you? And they have. They've looked after me. And I've been thankful for it. Yeah, very thankful.
Because no two patients have the same cancer problems. And they are really good at that, of sorting out your problems, things like that. It makes it really worthwhile.
And there's a great mix of people. You know, it's cancer itself doesn't discriminate, so it doesn't matter. You know, who is on the bus, you just get on with them. It's great. It really is great.